Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. William Samoei Ruto is slaughtering himself live before Kenyans. Or can I say hustlers? Because that was the narrative that William Ruto came up with during the campaign period. There's two things that if William Ruto is not going to reconsider, take it to the nearest bank, William Ruto is going to fail terribly. William Ruto, if he is not going to reconsider these two things that you're going to discuss in this video, then even if you are a supporter of William Ruto, go and ask those who understand the economy. They will tell you the reality. Put aside the politics. Leave alone Raila Odinga, leave alone the politics of Kenya.Kwanza. Now let us speak the truth and go and ask those who do understand how the economy is being stabilized in different countries all over the world. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a visitor for the first time and you have not subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor, ensure you subscribe to this channel, you like this video, you give your opinion at the comment section below, and don't forget to share this video. For those who are returning subscribers, I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. And I've noticed something that is so sensible. If please you're watching this video, please like this video. Like this video. When you like this video, you automatically support the work of this channel. And of course, we are going to be recommended in this YouTube platform. Now, let us go back to the main business. When William Ruto started his ambition to be the next president of the Republic of Kenya, he came up with a narrative of Hustler Nation. After Hustler Nation, William Ruto came out breaking it into two. One, the taxation. Two, borrowing. So in this video, I want us to understand why William Ruto is seriously slaughtering himself before the Hustler Nation. I remember earlier on, when William Ruto started campaigning, he came out destroying Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta badly because of high taxation. This is the man that during the campaign, he was so clear and robust on how he was going to lower the high taxation. As we speak, what he is doing is not only by maintaining the taxation so high, but again, adding more taxes day in, day out. But during the campaign, William Ruto came out saying this.
Ongezwa usiku na mchana. Mimi nataka niwaeleze ya kwamba these people don't understand the damage they are doing to the people and the economy of Kenya. Kwa hii taxes wanaongeza usiku na mchana. Na mimi nataka niwaulize watu wa hapa Manga, tafadhali, mkiona tumesimama hapa mbele yenu, tunawaambia ya kwamba tutengeneze hiyo serikali inakuja.
That was what William Ruto said during electioneering period. That nyinyi hamjui ile hasara wananchi wanaenda when it comes to the high taxation. And William Ruto explained that this high taxation was seriously destroying the businesses of these hustlers. What you're seeing today is opposite to what William Ruto said. Now, number two, when he came out breaking the hustler narrative into two, that is taxes and borrowing. Now, number two, we have discussed about taxation. Now, number two is about the borrowing. But before we understand what William Ruto was saying about borrowing, I want to tell you the reality. And if you are sure and you are learned, tell me today any country that is overtaxing their citizens, and they have developed? Just comment at the comment section below. If you are sure, because according to my research, hata ile Singapore na hizi nchi zingine unasikianga, the Kenya Kwanza government is talking about that they are going to make Kenya to be next Singapore. Go today to Singapore. They are not high taxing Kenyans. For those who are understanding the economy, they are not high taxing Kenya, the people of Singapore. That is the reality. Number two, even if they are having loans, any country can borrow. There's no problem there. But the problem is you're borrowing, but the actualization is not being done on what it should used for. So I want you to understand why the taxation, high taxation, cannot make a country to develop. And if William Ruto is looking forward to develop this country with the high taxation, then watch this video.
Nice idea, but it won't help. It'll just formalize the reality that poor countries can never repay their loans.
Senator, are you saying that you're opposed to debt relief for impoverished countries?
No, we should forgive the debts, but that's not going to help those countries very much.
Okay. What will?
Tax cuts. Some African tax rates are the highest in the world. In Tanzania, the 30% rate kicks in at $475 of income. Plus, they have a 20% value-added tax. It gets added to everything you buy. Those high tax rates make it impossible to build capital in those countries. So nothing gets built, not factories, not roads, not anything. Poor African countries have the lowest wage workers in the world. And yet a company like Nike, for instance, can't put a factory in one of those countries because of the oppressive tax rates. Taxes have killed any possibility of economic development. They've killed any hope of these countries ever helping themselves. And that leaves them completely at the mercy of charity and loans. And here's the worst part. Do you know why those countries have such high tax rates? Because of us. To show us that they can raise enough money to pay back their loans. But taxes can't raise any money if they kill the economies. So it turns out that the tragic, unintended consequence of our good intentions toward Africa, our kindness, is that we have encouraged those countries to lock themselves into a gruesome economic depression. If we don't urge those countries to cut their tax rates, they will never grow their economies. People will live lifetimes of unemployment. Disease will be rampant. Poverty will be permanent. And children will be hungry. And our charity will never be enough. Never.
Now, that is how the taxation, high taxation, is not making a country to develop. Despite of that, number one, William Ruto came out saying that he was not going to allow high taxation in his government. Today, it is something that he's doing, and he has added more taxation on top of the other taxations that was meant for him to, of course, he was to come out and remove them. Number two is about borrowing. William Ruto came out saying he was not going to borrow. He said it. He was not going to borrow. And he said he was going to stabilize the economy where all hustlers were going to have their businesses. And he was going to support them with capital. Then, these businesses was going to generate the revenue. Then this was to develop the Republic of Kenya. As we speak, the same time, William Ruto is high taxing Kenyans. At the same time, William Ruto is borrowing. So which is which? Because this man said this.
ujao tutaweka milioni 100 ingine kila mwaka, kila constituency, tupatie hawa mahasla, mama mboga, bodaboda, makanga na wale wengine wote wafanye biashara, ndio tufukuze umaskini kutoka mashinani. Kila mwananchi alipe ushuru, wa kufanya kazi walipe ushuru, wa kufanya biashara walipe ushuru. Tutakuwa na pesa ya kuendesha serikali ya Kenya. Hatutakuwa na haja ya kwenda kukopa madeni kutoka China na mahali ingine. Tutakuwa na pesa, kila mtu akifanya biashara na kila mtu akiwa na kazi, wananchi wote watalipa ushuru. Mko na shida na kulipa ushuru kama uko na biashara? Si kama wewe uko na kazi uko na shida ya kulipa ushuru? Ndio mimi ninasema, nasikizeni watu wa Funyula. Mimi nikisimama hapa leo, mimi ndio naibu wa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Na mimi si mjinga, na mimi si wazimu, na mimi si mlevi. I know what I am saying. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Nyinyi mnanielewa? So mimi nataka niwaambie, kwa sababu kuna watu wengine wanasema mbona sasa huyo deputy president atakuja kufanya kazi hiyo namna gani? Mimi nataka niwajibu. Sawa sawa? Mimi nataka niwaulize watu wa hapa Funyula. Serikali ambayo imejenga reli kilomita 700, shilingi bilioni 300, si ni hii serikali nimeunda na Uhuru Kenyatta? Hii mabarabara yote kilomita 7,000, si tumejenga na hii serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta na mimi? Hii sitima tumeunganisha mpaka imefika watu milioni 5, si tumefanya na hii serikali nimeunda na Uhuru Kenyatta? Sasa nyinyi mnaniambia ati nitakuwa na akili ya kutengeneza reli na kuunda barabara na kujenga technical training college na kuunganisha stima, ati alafu nishindwe kutafuta pesa ya kupatia hawa mahasla mpaka wafanye biashara?
So after all, there are two things that William Ruto, if any case, is not going to restructure it. Then we are going to finish 2024, 2025, 2026, and 2027 during election time. This man is going to restructure another narrative. And this narrative is going to make, again, Kenyans, some Kenyans, to believe that this man is developing this country. I've seen the argument of those who are supporting Kenya Kwanza government saying, William Ruto akona plan mzuri towards developing this country. But developing this country is going to be easy, ladies and gentlemen, if it's going to look at the issue of taxation, then the issue of borrowing. You cannot come out and tell Kenyans that I'm high taxing you because I don't want to borrow. But at the same time, the graph of borrowing is continuing going up. As we speak, William Ruto has already borrowed 4 trillion Kenyan shillings. 4 trillion. 4 trillion. Do you know 4 trillion? 4 trillion Kenyan shillings. At the same time, this man is collecting taxes. Now, they are claiming that some part of money, they have paid the Eurobond loan. But the Eurobond loan si walichukua kama deputy president. It is none of our business. Lazima alipe. Wacha clean Kenya boss yake, walichukua na yeye. So what I know, without any fear of contradiction, William Ruto is not going to develop this country, and he is seriously slaughtering himself before the hustlers because of the high taxation and at the same time borrowing. There is no country that has developed because of high taxation. But taxation is something right to make a country to be independent. You know, when it comes to their issues they want to solve, you know, taxation is not bad. I'm telling you, you know, we should not lament as if we don't want taxation. Taxation is a good thing. But again, at the same time, inafanya tujitegemee kama nchi. High taxation will not stabilize the economy of the Republic of Kenya. But if it is going to be leveled, then everyone is going to feel cool when it comes to the business, then the investors, this taxation is going to attract the investors. At the same time, this high taxation is going to chase these investors, as they are feeling like, let us try in another country. And that is whatever is going to happen with William Ruto. So hizi mastori za jaba unasikia kwa William Ruto, don't expect something that is going to change. In other words, at the same time, you're having also uporaji wa mali wa umma. Cabinet ministers wananoma nyumba makubwa kubwa na magari makubwa kubwa, because pesa yenye wanaweka kwa sekta yao, kwa ministry yao wanakula. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen?